Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with another Marvel Rivals Championship game. We are in Asia once again, and I had to jump in on this game because we are back with one of the teams, the first teams that I ever cast, the #1 team from the Open Qualifiers. It is Luxury Watch, and they are against Gersons, who came through the closed qualifiers. Let's jump into this. I am excited. I've also spent a little bit of today while I was doing some cleaning, watching the official cast games. Lots of fun stuff being used there. Saw some cool Wolverine. Saw some really great stuff. So I'm having a lovely day, and it really just got me in the mood to get back in and do some casting. Let's get this underway. Thank you, everyone, by the way. I understand I am not the main stream. I am not the main channel. I appreciate everyone who is here giving me any kind of attention at all, really, because you're all being very kind in the comments. The compliments I have got on my casting is heartwarming. Just so you guys know, I am experienced. I've been doing this for 15 years. I've commented HGC, WCS, I've done DreamHack, ESL, IEM, did a show for MLG at one point. I've been around the block, but this game, I'm having an absolute blast. That's a Venom ban. We don't see that very often. We also see a Bruce Banner lock-in, securing that. Interesting. Luxury Watch moving a little bit away from the classic Doctor Strange Magneto combo because they also banned out that Doctor Strange. Very cool. Well, let's jump into this, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for our first game. We're still in round 1, but the round 2 bracket is filling up, so we'll be getting into some of those games soon in the future. Let us introduce our players. We have a name I cannot pronounce, playing the Magneto. Why isn't my thing? Ah, there we go. That's why. There we go. We worked it out. We have a name I can't pronounce, playing the Magneto. We have Zudo8 playing the Incredible Hulk. Boodle will be picking up that Mantis. Selly55 will be bringing out the Star-Lord. Hot Lava will be playing that Iron Man. And we have YOLO Magic on the Adam Warlock. Good to see him. On the other side, in the red, it is Gersons with Elson playing the Psylocke there, not the Magic. We have Raigunzers playing Luna Snow. Dogst is playing Penny Parker. Vake47 on the Cloak and Dagger. Cheese Face is on the Punisher. And Call the Bub is playing Magneto as well. Already pressuring onto that center waterfall point. Trying to gain the position. Gersons being forced back, though. That Hulk pressure. Bullying them off the point here. Diving deep into the backline, finding the Psylocke, and then trapping them in their spawn here. Just really trying to just lock down a bully. A little bit of a shield, keeping the Hulk safe. Zune zoning as best as they can. Now, this is actually a bit of a rough area for the Iron Man because he's not able to get the perfect angle to get those shots due to he can't use the majority of his, height abilities when he's inside this cave. But when the fight moves to that outside waterfall area, you're having a good time. Also, the fact that most of Iron Man's abilities are AoE, and you're going to have a very good time in that choke point, but immediately pulling back as the push comes out from Gerson's Cloak and Dagger, dashing in, trying to set stuff up. Selly is down, but they had the cocoon thanks to YOLO Magic, so they were able to return nice and quickly. Down goes Iron Man. They're actually suffering a little bit here. Sally on the back line is flanking, not even using their flight yet, saving it until it is needed, staying mobile, trying to not get picked off. A lot of damage coming out. Galactic Legend being dropped because there's a lot of Gersons on the point right now, trying to just melt through those members. Penny trying to lock him down, but their shots are just too slow. Picking off 1, 2, 3. We are seeing a full team wipe as Call the Bub goes down. It is Chal the Bub, actually. My mistake. As Gersons, fully aced and Luxury Watch, take control of the point back. Pressuring as best they can. Chal the Bub making their way forward towards the rest of the team. Looking for that knockback. Does not land. A little bit of pressure on the back line. Here comes the Maximum Pulse into the choke. Raigundas and Cheeseface annihilated. YOLO Magic picks up another, and Selly grabs the Magneto, down goes Dogs, and it's another full team wipe by the #1 seed. Luxury Watch in full control now. That is going to be the first point going over to Luxury Watch. The series best out of 3, also the map best out of 3 as we head from Warrior Falls down to Stellar Spaceport. Very strong performance. Very, very strong by Luxury Watch. It's good to see him. It's good to see him again. They were one of the first games we ever cast on this channel. They finished at seed #1, and now we get to see them in the bracket stage. If you want to make sure that you don't miss out on getting some lore on some of the teams that we cast as this tournament goes on, then maybe you should have a look at this graph and consider what it could do in your life. Thank you very much. Now that the shilling is done, we move back in. No changes coming in for Luxury Watch. They also have that Karmic Revival at the ready. No changes for Gersons either. They're sticking with the exact same draft here. Just going to try and make a few changes in the terms of play. Psylocke with the fast rollout. Wants to get to the point first. Penny not too far behind though. Hulk trying to dive past and cut off the approach. Give their team time to set up. Elson poking away, trying to pressure that backline. You've got to be careful if you get stunned out. That exactly like that. That is a big play by Mantis. That's what you've got to be careful of. Mantis is absolutely someone you want to pick off, and if you get stunned out, then your team is suddenly in serious trouble. Karmic Revival has come out by YOLO Magic just in case anyone went down, which they do. Zune was taken down. YOLO Magic is taken down, but they have their own cocoon to revive themselves. Just going to move back to a safe position. And that was a great Karmic Revival, keeping Zune in the game as they dive the backline. Zune 08 pressuring, trying to pick off that Spider-Man spawner. I don't know if they finished it, but quickly being healed back up to full. Or back up to half, almost full. Nice web. Utilizing the map objectives here and the map bonuses. Reducing the vision, cutting down the ability for Luxury Watch to dive onto Gersons safely. However, they found a wraparound. Selly went down, but again, they have that cocoon thanks to YOLO Magic. Hot Lava! That's another one! Another double kill onto Cheeseface and Vake. This is a strong, strong performance coming out of Luxury Watch so far, as Hot Lava is picking up more and more. YOLO Magic is picking up a lot of KOs, actually. Big pokes onto the backline. Holding the point here. Magneto pressuring up, trying to knock people back, not landing it so far. They have that Meteor M. If the enemy moves into that choke point, they need to be careful. Here comes the upgraded ultimate from Cheeseface with the final judgment, trying to take out the Iron Man, which they do. That is a big KO. Finds the Hulk, Galactic Legend as the counter though, as he's taken out by Selly, who is on the high ground, sniping away. The lovely Lunar Snow ult is able to out-heal it though, is able to delay, but they are getting not a lot else. Selly using the map healing to just try and stay in this fight as best as they can. Zune tanking on the point, drops the ultimate to give them that extra health as they're on 90%. They want to try and keep this point, which they're doing. Everyone is stepping off. They are holding it. Spider Time coming out from Dogst. They're desperately trying to force their way through this to try and recapture and get any percentage on the board and keep that overtime. The webs are down. The stun from the Hulk, and that might be it with Penny off the point. Who can really get there in time to touch it? That is going to be round 2 and the first game going over to Luxury Watch. Just looked at my recording timer. It is less than 10 minutes. Luxury Watch showing why they are the #1 seed. Moving into this bracket stage. Zune getting the MVP there. Not too surprising. Just a really solid performance. 11 final hits, though, for Hot Lava. Although 10 for Zune, damage, 8k, only 2k less than the, 4k less than the Iron Man, 2k less than the Star-Lord. 11k damage blocked, though, much more than the Magneto, who was just kind of hanging back, poking away, doing the best that they needed to do. YOLO Magic, 52% accuracy. very solid here. 7k healing, only a little bit behind the Mantis. You can see here, not too surprising, the team that is losing will often have the higher damage blocked and the higher healing numbers, because if they're losing, they're taking more damage, meaning that there is more opportunity to be healed a lot of the time. And that's exactly what we see here. Nicely done. Well played. That is game number 1. Going over to Luxury Watch. Can we see Gersons pull it back and take us to a map number 3? Let's find out as I get us set up for game number 2. And we are back. It is game number 2. We are heading to Hell's Heaven. Luxury Watch, 1-0 up. We've already seen the bad out on that Incredible Hulk. Not too surprising. Luxury Watch dominated with that. They're going to take out the Symbiote Venom here. Removing that from the board. Another dive hero. Very interesting. Mantis going to be locked in. Luxury Watch definitely enjoy their Mantis play. Doctor Strange secured this time, was banned out last time. Very tank-focused bans. Just showing how important the tanks actually are. If only... Alright, as one of the casters in this game who is like getting some attention, if you are watching this and you are one of the people who just auto-picks damage and doesn't adjust to your team at all in competitive, grow up. Adjust. If your team can't push through, then maybe give your team a front line so your damage dealer can do stuff. If your backline's being dived, oh hey, maybe pick a tank so that one can tank the front line and one can turn around and protect the backline. If you don't have enough healers, change to one. Stop being selfish. Last ban, Psylocke and Groot. I am a tank main. Can you a tank and healer main? Can you tell? Zune looking to go for the Doctor Strange this time. They're sticking with the Magneto. Hela being hovered by both teams, but Selly considering swapping off it. Selly with the Wolverine. Interesting. A little bit of tank busting coming in for them. Oh, and the team stayed the same side for once. That makes my job easier. Sticking with Star-Lord. Yeah, that's going to be Star-Lord and a Wolverine. So Wolverine, tank-busting hero, ability to dive through beefy front lines. Very strong, specifically against tanks like Doctor Strange and Magneto. With the ability to just shut down their shields by diving onto them and keeping them locked down. Very cool. Very powerful. Gersons, they're mixing their composition up, though, with Elsem, who is bringing in the Hawkeye. Very fun to see. If they can land the shots, then there's going to be some crazy value from this. But of course, it does come down to, can you land those shots? Hawkeye and Hela, two insanely high damaged heroes, but both of them quite quick DPS in terms of bursts. But once they've shot, there are opportunities, there are gaps for you to try and turn around and counter them. We are watching via the replay system, so there will be those little stutters every now and again, especially as we're on the Asia region. Portal came out to the high ground. Elsem taking a couple hits, but the healers are there, keeping them topped up. Trying to focus onto YOLO Magic. Flanks from both sides. Look at the protection onto that Hawkeye, but dropped down to half health. Will get healed. Wolverine is pressuring the backline, trying to just get some damage down there. Couple shots are being landed. Could be a little stronger. We'll keep it. We'll jump back to them in a moment as Selly looks to try and find isolated people. Finds that Hawkeye. Diving onto the backline. Going to try and lock down some tanks with the Doctor Strange. And now the Magneto. Next dive, and Magneto is probably going down. No, is able to sidestep it, but being chased all the way back to base. No way out. And even the Hela, Selly, showing exactly why Wolverine can be deadly. If you have coordination with your healers, with your tank, to just smash through a front line, it's very rare that any kind of front line is going to survive that onslaught, but it does take teamwork. Until your team is ready to push, backline dives and wiping out assassins and healers. Definitely a viable strategy. Elson pigging away, trying to find some shots. I'm just waiting for Wolverine to pop out of nowhere. There he is, onto the healers, trying to snipe him, gets dropped to half health, but is immediately being healed up. Elson trying to land those shots, but not able to hit the targets when needed. But when they do, that damage output is so high. Hela is down, Elson on the Hawkeye is down. And this is Luxury Watch on 72% already, doing an amazing job. They are in position to take this first point on game number 2. And they are looking so strong. We knew they were good. Ayamagamoto through the portal for the lockdown. Zood doing damage, trying to just keep people from getting picked off. Hot Lava in the sky with the Galactic Legend did a little bit of damage, but everyone is still alive so far. Cheeseface, their Goddess of Death does expire. Elsem with their ultimate, but coming all the way from spawn. Trying to make it in time. Regondas trying to heal the team, trying to tank through, give time for people to rotate in as people are dropping down one at a time. Elson has arrived, the damage dealer is here, picks off one, this is their chance to shine, gets Selly once, twice, shield from Magneto keeps them alive, looking for that backline as down goes healer one, down goes tank one, and it's a full team wipe. Round 1 of game 2 goes over to Luxury Watch. Eldritch Monument is done, and we are heading to Frozen Airfield. Luxury Watch are terrifying. They just show so much control. Are they going to stick with this same composition? Because it seems to be working. Or are they going to mix something up here?
30 seconds before you attack.
They are going to mix something up here. We've got Hot Lava moving off of the Star-Lord and bringing out the Black Panther. Does this mean that Selly will now move over to a range damage dealer, or are they just going to go double melee? There we go, they're just swapping it around. They've got a bit of flexibility. Star-Lord definitely seems to be the damage dealer of choice for Luxury Watch here. And then they're just picking it, throwing in a little bit of melee to just burst through the tank lineup. Gersons, they're mixing it up as well, though. Rigondas picking up a gun. They've got the Rocket Raccoon. Who gave the Rat-a-Gat? They've also got the Winter Soldier coming in for Elson. Everything else pretty similar. Cheeseface back on that Punisher. Wrapping around underneath. Team checking the train. Make sure Cheeseface isn't dove there. Hot Lava. Looking for the right angle. Gets the Soul Bond. So they get a little bit of damage reduction here by sharing it with the rest of the team. But instead of committing, they utilize their own health pool to keep their team alive. A lot of damage being dealt onto Star-Lord, who is able to get out of there. Trying to hold them on that high ground. Percentage beginning to tick up for Luxury Watch. Looking for the right angle. That is the Black Panther damage. Dive through once. Misses the third dive. Ayamagamoto came out onto the backline. Good attempt by Dogs to try and turn that round, but their team is unfortunately deceased. Makes it a little bit harder to follow up on that ultimate. Seeing that Doctor Strange step through, they immediately counteract, blow up that backline, and there's no follow-up on that ultimate at all. Ultimates that are left, Vake with that cloak and dagger. Cheeseface, 85%. Elson, 82% on that Winter Soldier. Big wraparound this time, coming in for the side of Gersons. Hot Lava coming in. Finds the backline, finds Rocket Raccoon with the Javelin, trying to get onto that backline. That's not the best place to be, but if you stay moving, it's going to be hard for the Punisher to pick you up, and they do so. Staying mobile, Blast Descent, but diving out of danger into the tanks to get in range of the healing, but they are picked off. Boodle healing up the rest of the team. Meteor M blasting onto the backline as they pressure everyone, taking out Vake. And it's another team wipe. Rygunder's first to respawn. And this is looking a little rough for the members of Gersons. 33%, 23% left. Full Child the Bub. Pressuring in, holding that barrier for the maximum amount of time. Once their team has joined out, they can use that for the extra protection. They pushing in. Creating some damage, creating some pressure. Meteor M, which absorbs those projectiles, finds no one. Charl the Bub is tagging the best they can. The healing coming out from Mantis keeps the team alive. YOLO Magic holding on to that Karmic Revival for if it's needed, but it might not be. Cheeseface is down. Charl the Bub is down. YOLO Magic with the revive just for making sure. Keeps the team alive. Zoom is very, very low, but might not even need the revive. Here comes the Cloak and Dagger. Rocket with the damage boost, but it might not matter. The heals are coming out. The res is not in time. Gets Boodle with the Cocoon. But not going to need it for, not going to get it with the Karmic Revival, but it does not matter with the extra respawns and the extra fighting. That is going to be round 2, game 2, and the series going over to Luxury Watch in 21 minutes. Luxury Watch. Well done. Sally with the MVP. Quite deserved, I would say. Very solid, very convincing game. 11 final hits for Selly there. Where is Hot Lava? 5 in that game. 12k damage from that Star-Lord. That is the highest in the game by quite a lot. Second highest is Strange, which you'll always see quite high damage when you're against double frontline. 15k damage blocked. 22k damage blocked by Dogst. A very solid attempt. Great setup there. 99 accuracy from Vake there. Just full in, all in on the healing. Nicely done. 10k, 11k. The Adam Warlocks, I'd love to be able to see like how many revives between like Adam Warlock and Rocket. I'd love that stat to be available. Unfortunately, that's not something we have. Would be cool to see though. But yeah, wow. Luxury Watch showing why they are the #1 seed. They will be moving on in the upper bracket to the next round. We are in what I believe the mainstream is calling it the Ignition round, as this is where we are just starting off here. It's not over for Gersons yet, though. There is the lower bracket, which means I believe they have another chance to make their way back in. The bracket is a little bit hard to understand. You guys probably heard me announcing, just like, hey, it's happening now, it's happening now. And I was like a couple days out. It is a little hard to understand, but I am here to bring you games, and I hope this one is one that you all enjoyed. For now, though, I have been Tetcher. Like, comment, subscribe, do the thing. Follow me on X and Blue Sky. I am Tetcher on both those things. If you work at Marvel, hire me. I will take background goon #4 as the role, or commentator. Those are the things I would like. Thank you all very much. Hope you all have a good day. I am so stupid. Have a good day. See you all next time.